Good afternoon, top fans and followers of Araneta City. Thank you for joining us today for Araneta City's Connect to Fitness. I hope everyone is having a wonderful stay at home. My name is Guevara and I'm here to help you exercise your mind and your body and guide you through the basics of yoga. Araneta City supports the whole world in the fight against COVID-19. More than ever, this is a good time to reflect, relax, and connect to fitness through yoga together. After all, Araneta City is campaigning #TogetherWeHeal. Before we begin, I would just like to invite everyone to join Araneta City's #TogetherWeHeal donation drive. In coordination with J. Amado Araneta Foundation, Binibining Pilipinas Charities Incorporated, and TicketNet, you can pledge for as low as 350 pesos for the benefit of indigenous Filipino families affected by COVID-19 pandemic. For more details, interested sponsors may visit www.ticketnet.com.ph. With everyone's cooperation, #TogetherWeHeal, and united, we can get through this health crisis. Now let's start with our yoga class. Do you know that yoga can help manage your emotions and your stress? So it is for your mind and it's also for your body. It helps circulate the energy around your body. That means healthy mind, healthy body, healthy you. So that's why we like to practice yoga. And since I don't know everybody here, I don't know who you are and what your situation is like, I will teach you something very basic. So when I say basic, it's something that you can do at your own space, at your own time, at your own physical level too. So we all know that breathing is free. Walang titigil sa'yo para huminga. And breathing is an effective tool to manage your emotions and your stress. So when we breathe, we're inhaling oxygen and oxygenating the rest of our body, and when we exhale, we actually remove the toxins that's inside our body. So it's a nurturing and also at the same time detoxing action for our body. So we will start just by simply sitting. So when we sit, we want our feet planted. Now, if you have a hard time sitting, maybe you're just lying down in bed, or it's hard for you to get in a chair, that's okay too. Just find whatever is comfortable for you. For those who have been practicing yoga for a while, you can even sit on the floor on your yoga mat. So just make sure that your feet are underneath your knees, meaning it's not far back or too far forward or on the chair. So you want it on the floor flat. Okay, the knees are lower than your hips. It can be the same level as your hips, or it cannot be higher. This is not very relaxing. So you want to make sure that it is lower than your hips. Now find your sitting bones. Those are two bony parts on your buttocks that you want to connect with your seat, with your chair, or your floor, or your bed, wherever you are. Now if you're doing this standing, for some of you who would rather do this standing up, make sure that your knees are ever so slightly bent, and your weight is equally distributed on your feet. Okay, so when you sit like this, now you're gonna want to bring the lower belly in. It doesn't actually have to be stuck in. It just needs to be drawn in with a little bit of engagement. So when that happens, the rest of your body follows, the rest of your spine. The shoulders are just relaxed, the arms are relaxed, and everything is relaxed. Okay? So some of you might not have a space for the floor. That's totally okay. You just need a chair. And if you have calamansi at home, get your calamansi, take a little slice of it and inhale it. For those who are into essential oils, I would suggest to use the oil that is orange. Essential oil orange. Okay, so if you are into oils, you just put one drop on your hands, rub it, and inhale. If you do not have essential oils, calamansi works wonderful. If you don't have calamansi and shalka, you have lemon, you can use lemon too. Those are very cleansing smells. It can also uplift your emotions, especially now that we're bombarded with a lot of stressors. It's good to just use scents, natural scents, to uplift our emotions. So when we breathe, notice if you can inhale deeply and if you can exhale deeply. Now for some, they will ask, saan tayo hihinga? Through the nose or through the mouth? Any. As long as you're breathing, you're good. Okay? So this is very basic. We're not going to put too much rules into it. So we inhale and exhale. Now if you can do this for a minute, your mind will come into a reset and will thank you for it. Now if you want to go a little, you want to do a little bit of yoga, add yoga to it, we like to do this. It's called sectional breathing. Now for those who are pregnant, who are our viewers who are pregnant, this is really, really good for you. Because sometimes our breathing is a little bit shallow when we're pregnant. So the sectional breathing, here it goes. You sit tall again, and everybody just bring your hands towards your heart. Close your eyes here. Inhale deeply, and exhale here. Inhaling again, and exhale. What we want to happen is for you to feel your body move when you are breathing. And notice that subtle movement. It doesn't have to be a big movement. It's very subtle and you're just connecting with the breath. Not even controlling the breath, you're just being more aware of it. Now, we call it sectional breathing because we're going to go to the next section. The next section is down here at the sides of our body, the rib cage. We inhale and we exhale. Shoulders are just relaxed. They're not really lifted. They're just lifting up because your hands are here higher up in your torso. When we inhale here, you're again feeling the little bit of expansion. And when you exhale, you want to feel a little bit of contraction along the rib cage. Now, if you don't feel any of that movement, you're probably having a shallow breath. So practice to bring the breath lower down in your body. Imagine you're a balloon and you're trying to fill yourself up with air. Then the next section would be down by your belly. Now if you're pregnant, you want to hold the hands here in the front of your belly. And for us who aren't pregnant, you're going to bring it down here to your lower belly. You want to feel it connected. Inhaling and exhaling. Now you want to feel the movement, the subtle movement in that part of your body where your hands are. Inhale and exhale. Maybe there's no movement, that's totally okay. In time, with practice, you're going to slowly feel slight movements there. That means your breath is going deeper and deeper. Now if you're pregnant, then you want to go to another section which is below the belly. For those who aren't pregnant, you don't need to do that anymore. So just sectional breathing so that you are connected with your breath and we're not just breathing up here with shallow breaths, and that's a very stressful way of breathing. You want to bring it down and slowly your body will start calming down. Now, we are going to move on to the next type of breathing, which is called Nadi Shodhana, or alternate nostril breathing. So we're going to use our hands, find out where your right and where your left is. Okay. L for left. Right. Okay, so we're going to use our right hand. Alternate nostril breathing, meaning we're going to cover one nostril, inhale, and then we're going to cover it, exhale the other. Okay, so it's an inhale, exhale, exhale. So just be aware, if you get confused, slow it down, do it at your own pace. You don't have to rush it. Slower is actually better. Now you have two options. You use your pointer finger and your thumb, seep it, or you can use your ring finger and your thumb. Now how do we do that? You make a peace sign, bring the peace sign down to your palms, and then you have your ring finger and your thumb. Okay, it's like this. So up to you how you want to use your hands. You can do it simple by using the pointer finger and that's it. But as much as possible, I want to use the seep it method. So, we inhale, exhale everything out. Then you cover your right nostril. Inhale with the left. Cover. Exhale with the right. Inhale with the right. Cover. Exhale with the left. Inhale with the left. Cover. Exhale with the right. And then release. Free breathing. And that's called Nadi Shodhana. If you want to go practice that a little bit deeper and really feel the benefit of that practice, you want to count in between breaths. Meaning, you're inhaling and counting at the same time, not holding the breath, but counting, and exhaling, counting down, not holding the breath, constantly exhaling, constantly inhaling. Let me show you how that works. So we inhale everything, exhale everything out, cover, inhale, exhale, inhale, cover, exhale. Easy, right? Now if 3 counts is easy, do 5. As long as you're not holding your breath, because that adds stress to our body. You just want to be constantly breathing. Slowly, your breath will get longer and longer, and your mind will be calmer that way. So that is breathing, and you can actually stop there if you like. That's already a lot of yoga for some, if this is your first time. And for some, that's too basic. So we're going to move on to chair yoga. Everybody has a little bit of chair or some kind of chair at home. We will use that for your practice. So again, you want to make sure that our feet are underneath our knees. Our knees are slightly lower than our hips. If you are short and your feet are not flat on the floor dangling, you might want to add a book or 2 underneath so that there is a little bit of platform. As long as the platform doesn't give, because it has to be a little bit solid to support your feet. But from here, this is really benefit for everybody who's doing work at home. There's probably a lot of stress happening. You just sleep all day long. We want, as much as possible, we want to take care of that spine of ours. So we sit tall here. Spine is the bone in the back of our body. Exhale, we tuck our chin down, but still seated upright. Then another inhale, and then we're slowly rolling down. As much as possible, you're going to keep the rest of your spine upright. And then we slowly move down. It's not a full-on forward bend right away. Take your time, and you're going to feel all the tension at the back of your body slowly getting stretched, and that's okay. You want to keep it that way. And we slowly pull down some more. Now again, you don't have to go too low. Some of you guys might go all the way down. That's totally fine. But for some, they feel already a lot of tension and relaxation just right there. That's okay. Find a sweet spot for you, because you are the best teacher for yourself. Okay? Don't go because the book said this or my teacher said this. I want you to listen to your own body, and you are the best teacher for that. So after this, we're going to slowly roll back up. And the initiation of the movement is with the feet planted, we draw the lower belly in, and then we slowly roll ourselves back up. The head comes up last, the shoulders are relaxed. Some of you might be pulling your shoulders up like this. We don't want that because there's a lot of tension right here at the sides of our necks. We want to release that. When we roll up, the arms are just dangling, shoulders are just dangling, and we come back up. That is a really good de-stressor for our neck, for the back of our necks, especially if we're worrying a lot or if we're in front of the computer a lot. That's really good for the mobility. Again, coming up, you need to use your lower belly to pull yourself up. Okay, so we're going to move on to our next movement here in the chair. Now, if your chair is like this with no armrest, totally okay. You don't have to lean on that armrest, which is actually better. You can just hold or your legs, okay? You don't need to have armrests for this. So you just want to rest your left hand down. Again, left hand down there. You bring your right hand up. You want to keep your hips planted down on the chair. So it's not going up like this, you're not falling down on one side, it's level. You inhale up here, and slowly keeping this nice tall length in your body, you lean towards the left side. And you come back up, and you lean towards the left side. Come back up. Your feet are planted, they're not moving anywhere. You want to keep them planted. Now we're going to do the other side. So we reach our left hand up, and again, you want to find that extension on the left side of your body, and lean to the right, come back up, lean to the right, come back up, and lean to the right. As you notice, our class isn't very flowy, meaning I'm trying to teach you different poses, different movements that you can do in between your day, so that it is manageable, that you are practicing yoga anytime and everywhere, anywhere. So aside from the side bend, we're going to do a little bit of twist. Now if you're pregnant, you want to be careful with your twists. Pregnant women will just hold up here, and then we're going to turn this way. Okay, so you're turning only from up here, from the rib cage up. You're not turning from the lower spine. Okay, but for the rest of us, we will initiate our turn here from our belly button. Okay, so find your belly button. That's the start of the turn. Okay, it's not your shoulder, your head, it's the belly button. So from here, hands just on the knees or on your laps. Inhaling, sitting tall. Draw the belly in. Exhale, we're slowly going to turn. So you're going to bring the belly button to the side of the body as if it can go that far. It doesn't really go that far. Then the rest of the body can move. Again, the feet are planted down on the floor. The hands, you don't have to pull anything. You're just there to help guide. The neck starts turning. Go as far as you can turn. Notice your limitations. You don't have to go past the limitations. I just want you to be aware of those limitations. We slowly come out. We don't rush out. You want to take care of the spine. And we breathe here. Now we're going to do the other side. So again, we're sitting tall. Feet are planted. Don't let it start turning. You want to keep it down there. And then I'm going to do the pregnant women's version. So hands up here. For the rest of you, you can do the normal version. And then we're slowly going to turn. And you'll notice for the pregnant women, the hand in front is higher and the hand at the back is lower. And you come back to center. Yes? So that is something you can easily do at home. Remember, what's most important is to breathe. So if you're doing chair yoga, standing yoga, whatever type of yoga, breathing is important. If you're doing something really hard, you're probably not going to breathe. You're going to hold your breath and keep it there. So as much as possible, breathe, and that's a good gauge if your body is able to process this movement or this pose. Okay? So again, you can stop your practice right there or continue with us. So this one is what I like to do. It is a standing yoga practice. And from here, when we're standing, again, slightly bend our knees. Not super straight, especially those who have flexible knees. It's not all the way back, it's slightly bent. Shoulders are relaxed. Hips are pointing downwards, so they're not sticking out or jutting forward, they're just relaxed downwards. The first movement I like to do, and which is beneficial for everybody, even if you have back issues, but again, you can check with your doctors if this is something that is allowed for you. You can show them this video and check it out and have your doctor approve this movement for you. So from here, your feet are firmly planted. Now if you feel like you're not stable, go grab that chair and hold it. Or hold the wall for stability. It's just for insurance, so that you feel like, you feel safe and you can trust your body. So we call this roll downs. Just like what we did in the chair, this time we're going to start standing up. So chin down. and you nod. So there's a sensation at the back of your neck, it's really lengthening. And then we drew forward. And again, my back is rounding, it's not straight. I want to keep that rounded, that arch in my back. That arc in my back. And I'm using my breath. If I feel like my body is relaxing into it, then I can go deeper into it. If I feel like there's still tension, like my body's not letting go of that sensation, then I know I just need to stay there. I don't have to go further. And then when we go up, we press our feet down. See if you can straighten it, draw the belly in, push the belly in all the way in, and then we're slowly rolling back up. Head comes up last, shoulders are relaxed the whole time. So we call that roll down and roll up. Do that a couple of times. You just need 2 or 3 times, and you're gonna feel like someone massaged your back. It's really beneficial for those, for everybody who's missing their massage. So that is a good roll up and roll down. The next pose that we're gonna do is a favorite of mine, and it's inspired by Qigong. So this is called the dragon movement. And then I want to show you guys first the feet, how it behaves, because sometimes we focus on the arms, the form, and the feet are doing whatever they want to do. So we don't want that. We want the feet to behave because everything is coming from the feet, from the ground up. Our foundation is our feet, and the arms are just there for expression. Okay, so bring your feet about hip width apart. This is not hip width apart. It is stepping together, and it's just about 2 fists apart. And then slightly bend your legs. Inhale, we bring our hands up. We float it up. Exhale, we float it back down. Again, we're going to float it up. And then we're going to bring our right hand down, left hand up. Left hand down, right hand up. So as if you're holding a ball. Okay, so the legs are bouncy, they're not tight, they're not super straight, and they're not super bent doing a squat. They're just happy there. Shift your weight towards your right foot. Step your left foot out to the side. So the left toes are pointing to the outside, to the left side. And then you're going to pivot your right heel back. So you're still pressing the balls of your feet down. Now imagine this part rotating, 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 rotating. This is bent, this is straight, rotating, rotating, all the way so the hips, the waist start turning. Then you can look towards the other side. Then we come back to the front, and then come back to center. Again, we're inhaling, exhaling, right hand under, left hand up. Then we're going to shift our weight towards that and pivot the back heel. So pushing it out, and then slowly it starts turning, turning, turning. And then my belly starts to turn, my upper body follows. Then I can look towards that side. Then we come back, pivot, and down. So that looks easy, right? Because that's all the lower body. We're going to add our arms. Okay, so again, we do the float, left hand under, right hand over. Shift your weight to the right foot, step the left foot out, push the heel, and you slowly start feeling everything spiraling, spiraling, spiraling. And then you're going to flip your right hand up to the ceiling and extend your left hand to the other side of the room. So this hand can be bent in the start. Eventually you want to lengthen it because it's spiraling all the way up to your hand. And come back, shifting up, and then back. And then we're going to do that again. So feet hip width apart, fold your hands up, float back down, right hand goes under, left hand stays up. Shift your weight to the left foot, step your right foot out, pivot the heel, and you're going to start feeling everything spiraling, spiraling, so much so that you can extend your arms and have that expression of that pose. And you slowly come back, 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 and back. And we stay here, we breathe here, so you just put your hands like this. Legs are relaxed. They can be straight and they can be slightly bent. It's up to you. This is perfect for the sideline of our bodies because a lot of the times when this part of our body is tight, blocked, whatever you want to call it, there's a lot of tension up here. You get a lot of headaches up here. So we want the energy from here, the heat from the sides of our head. We want it to go all the way down to our feet. And this is one way of making piga your body. So you're putting all of that tightness out. Do that 3 times. So we do this side and then that side, maybe rest, then do this side again and then that side, rest, then one last set, then rest. After that, you will probably feel either really sleepy because all the blockages have been removed, or you feel energized because now you can focus. Your brain is like decluttered, and now you can focus on something that you can do, something productive for you. Okay, so I think that's it. If you want to add more, you will do lying down poses, but I would rather, after practicing yoga, to just lie down flat. Okay, you don't have to overdo your yoga practice. I want your yoga practice to be something that you can do anywhere and everywhere so that you can maintain your body's health and your mental wellness. Okay, so I hope everyone enjoyed this short virtual break for our mental and body health. I hope that you will practice and apply what I have shared with you today. Share it with your friends, share it with your family, and hopefully you will start your own yoga practice every day. But before you go, don't forget to support Araneta City's #TogetherWeHeal donation drive in coordination with J. Amado Araneta Foundation and Binibining Pilipinas Charities Incorporated with TicketNet. Again, you can pledge for as low as 350 pesos. All you have to do is just go to www.ticket.com.ph, and this is to help indigenous families affected by COVID-19 pandemic. Okay, so with everyone's coordination, #TogetherWeHeal, and united, we can get through this health crisis. Once again, thank you for joining me today in this Connect to Fitness Yoga brought to you by Araneta City, the City of Firsts. I am Karen Guevara, wishing you all a safe and happy, healthy day. Thank you.